Welcome everybody to Rob's MetalWorks. We are here at the home studio to bring you one of the brightest out of Houston, Texas. Yes, I said Houston. The band called MASTEMA is here tonight. Welcome, gentlemen, to the program. It's great to have you here. I've wanted you here. Thank you for coming here.
Good to be here, man.
Thanks for having us.
Oh yeah, man, we're excited.
Awesome to be here, brother.
I want to, definitely share the group with people out there across the world who will see this interview because, I am a Cradle fan. I saw you guys, what was it, a month ago at the Fitzgerald's, and I was like, holy smokes, these dudes are killer. And they're from Houston. They're from my own state. So I want to definitely share you guys, get the scoop. Even I'm still kind of amateurish. I don't know everything about the band. So, Drew, I kind of know that you're at the heart of this band. So share a little bit about the beginnings of MASTEMA and things like that.
Well, we actually changed the name to MASTEMA about, I guess, 2 years ago, something like that.
2 years ago?
Yeah, we were called Legion. We were called Legion before that. Him and I, Devin, are the original guys. We started the band in 8th grade, I think. When we were about 12 years old, something like that. And we didn't have a name for the band at first, but then like 2 years later, we named it Legion, and then we found out that there was a million other bands with that name. So 2 years ago, we finally made the jump and changed the name to something a little more original. And yeah, we've been gigging in Texas for 6 years now.
6 years.
Something like that. And yeah, steadily growing since then. It's been good.
If someone were to say to you, describe to me some of what you're delivering musically, what would you say?
I'd say it's definitely very rooted in thrash metal, but I think we bring a lot of other elements in there as well. A lot of death metal stuff, even a little bit of flirting with a little bit of black metal now and things like that. And we do clean guitars, clean vocals and stuff like that as well. And so yeah, definitely very rooted in thrash metal, but we're expanding all the time, I think.
One of the things I have to say is that I was very, very impressed by the performance itself.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I think we always kind of pride ourselves on, pretending like we're playing to 10,000 people, even though there's maybe there's only 10 people there. And I don't know, we just like to play, and
that's great.
It's not like it's contrived or anything like that. That's just how we do on stage. We go hard every night, no matter who's there, and we just have fun with it.
Let me give these guys an opportunity to introduce themselves. John, I know you're the new guy, aren't you?
Yeah, actually, this is my second tenure with the band. Whenever we were called Legion, I left at about the end.
Really? Okay. Yeah. Wow. Okay, there you go.
So we have a first album called State of Decay. Whenever we were called Legion, and I'm on that one.
Wow.
Lead guitar and rhythm guitar. So,
yeah.
and a few backup vocals too. Yeah. So.
And what brought you back to the Legion or the MASTEMA?
Really, like hearing this new EP. Whenever I first heard it, it definitely caught my attention. It's like whenever I heard it, it kind of pulled me back, and I said, well, I kind of messed up on my part. So yeah. Then they had another guitar player at the time, and I said, or I think it was Drew that actually hit me back up and said, hey man, our guitar player is about to leave, so we need you to come back. And that's whenever I decided to jump back on board.
Yeah. Killer, man. I mean, one of the things that I've always felt personally is that the greatest bands have a unique chemistry, and the dudes in the band know when they fucking feel that chemistry. The people in it, how they get along personally when the guitars are off and all that. So that's great, man. I mean, wow, I didn't know that. Thanks for sharing that. And the master drummer.
My name's John.
No. John, are you from Houston?
Yes, sir, I'm from Houston. So that's John Fernandez, and I'm John Gonzalez, and yeah, I'm the drummer. Yeah.
And Devin Jarvis played the bass. Been here since the beginning. I'm the guy just with the hair in my face, always.
Yeah.
Now, Awake in the Grave came out. Are those songs that kind of were written from the very beginnings of the band? Or those, fairly songs that you kind of wrote in 2015? To me, it kind of seems like most bands are releasing EPs because it's just kind of trendy and they can keep the name out there longer, or either they just don't have that many songs.
All that material was fresh. I think I started writing those songs pretty shortly after John left. So it took me about a year because I pretty much wrote all the songs myself with a little bit of help from another guitar player. But over a course of a year, we put about, we put about 4 or 5 songs together, and yeah, so all the material's fresh. None of it's old or anything like that.
My favorite song is Defector. That is my favorite song. That is my favorite. That's, oh God, I love that.
Chorus, man. It's a catchy.
song is like, it's crazy, it keeps going up and down, and I don't know.
That,
a lot of
to me,
different
is
parts.
like the interlude in the middle there.
Yeah, you know, because it starts out real fast and punchy, and then we got that like real melodic part in the middle, and then that freaking crazy drumming, guitar solo, crazy part at the end, and then I don't know, it's all over the place.
John is shredding there.
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah. No, that's when I fucking fell in love with it. So let's fucking talk about. I mean, now the release has been out. You know, it's been almost a year. What did you guys try to do, kind of in support of the release, or maybe things that you wanted to do with it, maybe that really didn't progress?
Well, we've been playing regionally as much as we can. Usually just around Texas. Obviously, we wanted to do a little bit more extensive touring from it, and hopefully we can do that a bit more in the future. But yeah, just a lot of online promotion and playing as many shows as we possibly can. That's pretty much it.
It seems like every show, I don't know, I always see like someone else that kind of knows more than you songs and sings along to them and jams along to, or is air drumming or something. So it's kind of cool to see that from us, us not being super all over, like nationwide popular, all that kind of crap or whatever. But you know, it's kind of cool to see fans knowing the songs and stuff like that. So you know, it looks like people are starting to learn it.
Well, I definitely know that it can be challenging, you know, trying to build a name and to get the EP in people's hands. And, you know, when I saw you guys in San Antonio, you know, it wasn't a huge show, but I was there, and I, you know, as a metal fan, just truly enjoyed it and loved it. So now the EP's been out for almost a year. Have you guys kind of been writing new music?
Yeah, a lot actually. Pretty much every time we're rehearsing for a show, we're usually working on new material.
I've seen their videos. Go to their Facebook page, right? You post them on Facebook.
Yeah, you know, we post little like teaser stuff on Facebook, but it's crazy because like, so for the EP, like Drew was saying, he came up with like 95% of the riffs, you know, and then me and him would kind of work together. I put drums to it, and we kind of collaborate, and Devin would add his bass, and we kind of made him like that. But it seemed like 4 or 5 songs from the EP took forever, and these songs with this group, like we're knocking out like 10, 11, 12 songs fast. Every single practice we're knocking out new songs, and
cool,
like everything seems so much more. Yeah, not that it's catchier, but yeah, it's catchier. Like it's more. I feel like fans are gonna be able to headbang from the beginning and not have to listen to it over and over to get used to it. Like they're gonna be from the back. It's gonna hit them, and it's heavier, it's catchier, it's, you know, it's faster, it's more melodic. There's all different kinds of songs. It's crazy how it's coming together, and I'm real excited for us to record it and finish it. But yeah.
So that's the next step for the band, to release a full-length EP.
Yeah, or full-length album. Yeah.
When do you guys anticipate that to be out?
Hopefully maybe next spring, something like that. Because like I was telling you before, we are looking to record maybe early next year, something like that. And depending on how long it takes us, hopefully, ideally, it would be out like next spring, something like that.
Yeah,
Now we can do some kind of like summer touring, something like that. We're trying to shoot for that, so that way with summer we can start hitting up a bunch of spots with the new songs and try to spread it around. So
Obviously, you know, with the addition of John on guitar, you know, we talked about, you guys have already alluded to the fact that there's a new vigor in the chemistry of the band. What can you say that John's brought into that chemistry, and how has his presence or this new renewed chemistry kind of reinvigorated, you know, what we can anticipate with this new music from MASTEMA?
I don't know. Every time John's in the band, he just kind of gives us a little kick in the ass, it seems like.
He is a little firecracker.
He is, man. And ever since he's been in the band, I've known that him and I were supposed to make music together, at least for this point. So him and I work really well together, and I think a lot of times kind of challenge each other a lot, especially when we're jamming. Like a lot of times we don't let each other know that we think the other person's riff is good, or like, you know. So we're always kind of trying
Don't be like that.
No, we always try to one up each other a little bit, but then it all ends up coming together and being cohesive and everything, you know. And so him and I just work really well together, and it just makes for faster songwriting and better songs, I think.
And for the most part, I mean, I know that at least when I saw your show, you know, John's playing most of the solos, but you're doing a few there too.
Every now and then, I wouldn't say I'm a shredder or anything like that, but
you can play solo.
yeah, yeah, I can. Not like he can. We definitely need a lead guitar player in the band.
So, John, what's it kind of been like being back with these guys?
It's been ass kicking. This is by far the best. This is by far the best band I've ever been in. As far as like the chemistry between all four of us, whenever we get in the practice room or whenever we get on the stage, like there's just this kind of electricity that flows between all of us. Like, and not even just like, I mean, we were talking about over here how we do a fair share of the songwriting, but then like say I walk over to Devin on stage or in the practice room, and we'll just be there making faces at each other, and or like just like he'll start making some gyrating motion with his hips, and just like I don't know, he likes me like that or something like that. And then and then whenever it's like whenever I am trying to lock in on a rhythm, I can always look over to John, and we're on it. And
Yeah.
I mean, as far as like how you were saying with the song Defector, where there's a lot of drama, I think there's a lot of drama that goes on in this band. We're very. I would say it's a desperate kind of sound to our music.
And for me, like when you play songs like that, when I see bands play songs like that, to me it's like these dudes are more in tune with each other as musicians when you play parts like that, not just thrashing out. So to me, it's like these dudes are really, really tight when I can see them go from something thrashy to something a little bit more melodramatic. Okay, so the release will be recorded hopefully this fall. We don't know with who. We don't know with who yet. Yeah, a couple names out there. So the record will be out, and then what would you like to do? I mean, is shopping your release something that's important to you? I mean, you make that a priority, or I mean, in this day and age, you know, when bands are so DIY, is that something that's not important to you?
I think it's important. I mean, obviously, we'd like to have a home and be on a label and have someone to have our back. You know, I don't think it's as important these days with the whole DIY ethic becoming a bigger thing and a more financially viable thing, I think. But yeah, it would be nice to like I said, have a home, have someone to promote you, a manager to get you on tours and things like that. That's sometimes that can be a little bit difficult to take on yourself. So obviously we'd like to look into that a bit and tour as much as we can behind the record.
And I think that's really cool because I meet a lot of bands from Texas, and some of these bands don't play outside of their city, or they don't play outside of their state, and you guys are like, we're one of those bands that we're gonna work hard and we want to go to the next level, right?
Exactly. Yeah. We've pretty much just been a Texas band our whole careers or whatever, but yeah, hopefully we'll be breaking out of that pretty soon. I think we will be.
As we continue talking about what's going to happen this year, I get online and I kind of been searching you guys. I haven't really seen a bunch of video work though. I see a bunch of like B-grade stuff, but I really want to see like a really cool MASTEMA video.
Yeah, I would love that. I mean, we've
been talking about doing a music video for past 6 months or so, shopping some ideas and talking to various people about getting something out there.
We've talked about that kind of. We've talked about doing maybe like not a live video, but maybe recording us live, because I feel like we all we all go real hard on stage. I try to play as hard as I can. I know all these guys are jamming out, headbanging, and going crazy. So we kind of talked about that, and having a recording and maybe getting a live video and putting the studio version with that. I don't know, but then again, it's weird because first we were gonna do a video with the first CD as Legion, but John left the band, so we thought it'd be kind of weird to record a video with different members. So then, anyway, not that, but so then we recorded the EP, and then that guitar player left, so now we got John back. So now it's kind of the same situation. Okay, well they're playing each other's parts now. So now with this next CD, hopefully like I said, the songs are sounding really catchy, they're cool. And we're all gonna stay in the band, so we can all record. We can all record our parts, and make a video and make it sound awesome. So that's what.
Yeah, I mean that's awesome, dude. And it's a really cool thing to see that, band members know when we got something special and let's go forward and we can really do something. I mean, I really feel that you guys are a very special band, and that's why that night when I saw you and Barbara saw you, we were like, oh my God, let's talk to these dudes, let's get to know them, let's get them involved in what we do. So looking ahead into 2016 and 2017, The new release will come out hopefully, and it'll be killer. I mean, what's the plan after that? Just to kind of tour as much as you can.
Yeah, tour it and promote it as much as we possibly can. Like I said, we want to break out of our state, which it's a little bit difficult to do because Texas is such a large state, and we're not surrounded by.
Have you guys ever played El Paso?
No, the farthest we've made it out west is Midland, I think. Midland and Lubbock and places like that.
Lubbock up north, and then Midland, and then Laredo. Laredo and Midland were badass shows. Really cool. Really cool. Laredo was cool, yeah. Oh, man, yeah. Crazy. It was real cool.
They probably don't get a lot of shows up there, huh?
I don't know. I guess not, because
Yeah. Good work.
because when we drove out there was kind of nothing out there. Well, I'm talking about Midland. First, we went to Midland. We played Midland first, and there was nothing out there. We kind of showed up to the place, the venue, and no one was really there. Like, oh, okay, it's probably gonna be a dead show or whatever. But man, what the hell, dude? We were about to play, and it was packed, and the pit, and it was cool, man. Same thing for Laredo. Everyone showed up late and threw down, and it was a good show. Badass. It was cool.
So guys, before I let you guys go, any last words? Anything I missed? Anything that we want to talk about, or that you want to share with the people out there who want to learn more about the band? Anything?
I don't know. Check our music out. It's all on the YouTube, the Facebook, the Bandcamps, and all that stuff.
Spotify, Apple Music. It's Bandcamp.
Guys, we were on Apple Music.
It's
My
all
mom
out
told me.
there. Yeah.
Awaken the Grave.
Yeah.
Okay, and when will the new one be out again?
Next spring, hopefully. Ideally.
Fucking 6 months.
First.
And we got to choose a producer.
Yeah.
John, any last words?
This is my last words. Hopefully not in that manner.
You'll be around for a long time. Remember, everybody, the band is called MASTEMA out of Houston, Texas. You saw them right here on the big program. The brand new record is coming out in the spring. They rock right here on Rob's MetalWorks.
You're